Howdy folks, Bluesboy Jag here with yet another cigar box guitar. This is called the Kruger Skull. This is a 4-stringer, but I can also make it a 3-stringer. Obviously that's a black neck, white fret markers, black box. Now your box might vary depending on what I have in stock, but it'll be a black box. As usual, I have an old-fashioned bolt for a bridge, old-fashioned bolt for a nut. Logo right there. That right there stabilizes your neck. It also raises and lowers the strings just a little bit. So if you want to play slide, you can raise your strings. If you don't want to play slide, you can lower the strings. Single coil pickup. Those screws that you see right there are the pole pieces to the pickup. The pickup is embedded in the box. That way you don't have to cut a big old hole in the box and screw up the artwork. Artwork by Kruger. Quarter-inch jack, 1 volume control. 25.5 scale. Neck, just like a Fender Stratoblaster. Frets that you would find on any Fender, Gibson, Gretsch, etc., etc., etc. They are good quality frets. Bolt for the strap holder. Old-fashioned style. This is tuned to open G. You can tune it a million, trillion, quadrillion times a billion times 1.5 divided by 16 square root of 6. Millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of ways you can tune these guitars. Did I say millions? Millions and millions, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of ways. But most people tune them to open G or open A. They use the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string of a regular 6-string set. That's the A, D, G, and B. If you want a 3-stringer, that's going to be the A, D, and G. So this is tuned G, A string goes down to G, D remains D, G remains G, B remains B. Why am I doing that? So all you're doing is taking the 5, 4, and 3, 2 strings from a regular old electric guitar set. I use a 0.10 set electric guitar strings, any brand's fine. You can use the fancy elixirs, you can use the El Cheapos, any brand, just like any guitar. Why am I doing that? And these are 0.10s. That means your first string is a 0.10. That's all you need to know. First string is a 0.10. First string of a 6-string set is 0.10. So when you go to the store to buy these, just say, I want some 0.10 electrics. So all you gotta say, unless you want a specific brand, you say, I want the blah, blah, blah brand of 0.10 electrics. If they don't know what you're talking about, go to another music store. Everybody says 0.09s, 0.10s, 0.07s, 0.0 what. 0.10s is what you want for the open G tuning. Why is it open G? Doesn't have to be. Just because most people think open G is the official blues tuning. It's not. There's trillions of blues tunings, but by default, most people tune to open G because most people think it's supposed to be open G, so therefore everybody thinks it's supposed to be open G. You get the idea. You can tune it a trillion different ways, but people expect open G tuning nowadays because everybody's posted their videos on Facebook saying, I tune this to open G because I'm supposed to. Not really supposed to. You can tune it however you want, but anyway, you get the idea. That's become the default open G. All the videos instructing you how to play, most of those are in open G, so therefore I ship all mine open G. But having said all of that, you can tune it however you want. You don't have to tune it to an open chord. You can tune it wacky. You can tune it to a 7th chord. You can tune it to the C6, E6, D6 tuning. You can put the 6, 5, 4 strings on. You can put the 4, 3, 2. You can blah, 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 blah. Never-ending options to put those strings on. So that's an open G chord right there. There's your C. There's your D. 1 finger across is a D. C. No fingers is G. I include, by the way, how to tune, how to play cigar box guitar video. It's a CD. It is not a DVD. It is not a DVD. Did I say it's not a DVD? It is not a DVD. It's not a DVD. It's not a DVD. One more time. It's not a DVD. Okay, two more times. It's not a DVD. It's a CD. Why? Because it's a Mac format and it's easier. It's cross-compatible. If I don't do a DVD, whatever. It's a CD, okay? Lots of videos, lots of files explaining how to tune, how to do all this stuff, the chords and Free with every Bluesboy Jag cigar box guitar order, and free slide. I give you a copper slide with every order. So you can plug it in and go right off the bat. There you go, folks. Stephen Kruger, Skull, cigar box guitar by me, Bluesboy Jag. Been doing this since 2004, over 4,700 sold. I appreciate your kind support and doodles.